Hello, hello. Welcome back or welcome to the Tower Yoga podcast. Whether you're listening as a longtime student or as someone who is brand new, I'm glad that you're here. This time of year can feel really loud. It's exciting. There's new intentions and goals and all these kinds of things. Sometimes it can also feel a little overwhelming. So I wanted to offer something a little more simple, an invitation to begin again, really. So that might be an invitation to start if you're someone who is new or curious about yoga, or to start your practice again, or to recommit to your long-standing practice. So to my folks out there who are new or curious, I just want to get one thing out of the way. No, you do not have to be able to touch your toes in order to join us here at the yoga studio. I know that's kind of funny, but so many people, when I share or really invite them to come in to practice with us here, are like, oh no, well, I can't even touch my toes. So it's one of those things of where it's funny, but I actually get that a lot. So I just wanted to put that out there. You don't have to be flexible. You don't have to even know what you're doing. Yoga is so much more than flexibility. Of course, mobility and flexibility are part of that, but also strength, also relaxing the nervous system. There's also so much philosophy behind it. So it's so much, and it's really rich. So there is no one body type to belong in a yoga space. And yoga is about awareness. It's about breathing. It's about noticing and slowly learning how to be in your body with a little more care. That's what yoga is about. So at Tower Yoga, we truly believe that there is no perfect way to be a human. Every class is an opportunity to meet yourself where you are on that day, not where you think you should be. I will let you know that we have a beginner's class once a week. And also we have an intro to yoga workshop with myself the second week in January. It would make you feel more comfortable to come and kind of almost do like a clinic style, and you can do a lot of questions and there'll be a lot of answers and that sort of thing. Come and join me for that. I believe that's going to be on January 10th, but keep your eyes open for that and your heart. And that might be a nice way to make you feel a little bit more affirmed to, jump into the beginner's class or whatever class makes sense to you. If you've been wondering whether our studio specifically is for you, we do offer a free week of yoga to every new student. And you can explore, you can ask questions, you can try different teachers and feel into whether the space supports you without pressure or expectation at all. You can expect, just because I want to demystify what it actually feels like to walk into the studio, because I know that it can be sort of intimidating if you haven't been into a studio before. So you'll be welcomed for sure. You'll be shown exactly where to put your things and where to put your mat. You'll be guided. You'll get lots of options from the teacher, and we'll also make sure that we see you out. So some days your practice might feel really strong. Other days it might feel kind of quiet and stretchy or even emotional, because it's a way of tapping in and slowing down. And sometimes that just provides a space to feel a lot of things. All of that's normal. All of that is yoga. So you don't have to keep up with anyone else in the room. It's not a competition. It's not a comparative thing. I definitely think that it's good to be inspired by people, even in the yoga room and in the space, the studio, but definitely not to compare. Inspiration, but not comparison. So you don't have to do every single pose. Rest is always an option, and listening to your body is very encouraged. If you are listening and you're thinking, gosh, I used to practice, but life pulled me away and it's been a while, I want to speak to you really directly here and now. Again, extending that invitation to begin again. Life changes. Look, schedules shift, bodies change, hormones change. That doesn't mean that you've failed your yoga practice or that yoga has left you behind. Coming back doesn't require that you need to be where you left, right? Off. It doesn't need to mean that you have to start back from that place or get back to that place ever again. Again, yoga asks you to start where you are and be where you are. We offer a range of classes and pricing options to support different seasons of life, whether you're easing back in or you're ready to recommit. And truly, there's no catching up that's required. really there isn't. I want to offer a little gratitude to our regular students, those of you who show up week after week, month after month. Thank you. You are the heart of Tower Yoga. Your presence and consistency and just the way that you show up for yourself and others is what makes this community feel the way it does. My hope for you this year is that your practice continues to support you on your mat and, of course, off of your mat too. That it helps you breathe through hard moments, soften when things feel heavy, to amplify your joy, and as a way of, or a pathway of, coming back home to yourself when maybe life pulls you in some different directions. So wherever you're beginning this year, from curiosity, from exhaustion, from excitement, or from a place of rebuilding, you are welcome here. Yoga doesn't ask you to become someone new. It simply invites you to be more present with who you already are. Thank you for being a part of this community, and I hope to see you in the studio soon. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.